Last week on The Season.
Well, it is a new team based on the fact that we lost three very valuable seniors. With the departure of those three guys, we've got to have new guys step up in expanded roles.
Going to the SEC is very important that we win our season opener because it just set standards that we need to win more games at home.
Griffin has it. He tries to get it up. Loose ball on the floor, and the horn sounds, and the Rebels escape with a win.
We have to accept these new roles that we've had and embrace the fact that you're instrumental in winning and losing. That's what I want. Embrace it.
With the college football season complete, the attention of SEC fans turns to college basketball with one of its oldest rivalries, Mississippi, taking on Mississippi State. To fire it quickly. Bulldogs do it again. 5 in a row over the Rebels in the hump.
We've got to make timely shots because ultimately it comes down to making plays to win in this league.
Showtime, baby. Yeah, live with DeMarco. Yeah, Marco needs to start cooking.
I'm just chilling right now, you know. Don't cut my light on.
All right, Marco. Showtime. Yeah, I woke up this morning and just had a flat. No out the blue. Woke up, we got the DeMarco helped me change my flat. Yeah, we're gonna get this W today. We need this win. In the beginning it was hard, you know, but coach told me, he got me on the side, told me, you know, this is what I wanted as a freshman, you know. Freshmen always have to pay the price, you know, because you have to learn the game. And by me being a sophomore, he expected me that I have matured, you know, and ready for the game to play. So that's what I've been doing every time I get in the game, you know, trying to be a leader and make sure that everybody on the team stay up and just do the little things, you know, to keep yourself on the court. Thank you. Yeah. So Dante. My boy AJ. Yeah, these boys ready. Jerron boy, I ain't got on the Christmas LeBron. Look at him. Check him out.
I ain't seen him. Dang! It's fake. Dang! Man, check out these shoes, man. Exclusive shoes. Hold on. Oh, check these shoes out, though. LeBron's, man. Dang! Icy. Bro, they're real? Dang!
Man, what? Great today? Oh, yeah. That means we really finna win. What's the number? Number 1.
You always been number 1?
Nah, I was number 10. I was number 10. I asked Luke, can I get it? You know. But, you know.
Yeah, I wonder, man, if you would have told me earlier. You didn't tell me earlier, you know?
No.
Well, I've been 10 my whole life, though, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Well, coming into the LSU game, it was really week 2 of the SEC grind, week 2 of 9. The most important thing coming off a hard-fought loss on the road was to get home, protect your home floor, regroup a bit. It was Marshall's first game back with the team from the 2-game suspension to start league play. And we needed to reestablish who we were. You know, when you start league play without your leading scorer, we were fortunate to split the games. But we were disappointed because we felt like we had an opportunity to break through on the road in Starkville and didn't get it done down the stretch. So with Marshall rejoining our group, we wanted to get our swag back. play with confidence, be aggressive on both ends of the floor against an LSU team that many predicted to break through this year and get back to the NCAA tournament. I felt like, from a talent standpoint, there's as talented a front line as we'll face all season in our league, and it was important to reestablish who we were at home.
Playing in the SEC. Henderson off a curl. Stringer. Oh my goodness. Andy Kennedy taking a timeout. And LSU, Johnny Jones has been looking for shooting like this all season long. Henderson threw it away. Hickey with a steal. Oh, and the assist. Javon Coleman. It's a 10-0 run for the Tigers. There are some guys going up in the air on these ball fakes. And that time, a nice dump down to DeMarco Cox.
Darius White set that up with the penetration, and Johnny O'Brien had to come over to stop the ball. Opened up Cox in the low post.
3 points at the free throw line, and the 10-point lead is now down to 4. Here's Summers. Sebastian Saiz with the big follow. O'Brien had it blocked. Oh my goodness. Saiz absolutely cupped that ball, at least from an offensive standpoint. Oh my gosh.
Nice pick and roll that time. Defense jumps out to Henderson. He drops it right down to Saiz.
This Saiz is like playing all world. Shot clock is off.
They could take it all the way down for the last one.
Why wait? And now he's got a dozen. A new career a career high for Sebastian Saiz, all in the first half. And what a play by Stringer to end the half. That's by Stringer.
Halftime, we talked to each other and like make sure that we were going to do our job.
Basically, we were just talking about just staying together and like no matter what happened, we got to be through. We got to be as a team, and we got to fight through this.
Tigers go back on top by 1. Wow, how about that follow by Aaron Jones? Missed one like that earlier. No doubt on that follow. And Jarvis Summers knocks a triple down. Nice pass from Henderson. Mickey had to kick it out. Oh, are you kidding me? still, LSU leads by 3. Until that.
Cardinal mistake, you don't foul a jump shooter.
Are you kidding me? This guy. Coleman knocks down the triple.
Because of his contact with Saez, he's much bigger. Saez had his hands straight in the air, felt the contact, still got it to go.
And Snoop White knocks down a 3. Now Johnny Jones is going to set a play. Gotta wonder if they'll try to ISO O'Brien. Hickey had it blocked. Boy, that time he tried to dump it right back down into Jones. And he already had his mind made up that he was going to do that. Shot clock at 7. And DeMarco Cox got caught out front. About a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, but it doesn't matter. As Jarvis Summers ties it up. And Johnny Jones, I don't think, is going to call a timeout.
They'll go with the two-man game up high, just read it.
Hickey's got the basketball. Stringer has had the hot hand.
Oh, 1-on-1, 1-4 flat.
Over Henderson. And we will go to overtime.
Well, they'd run the high pick earlier, but that time decided to go 1-4 flat. Thought they had the mismatch with Hickey being guarded by Marshall Henderson. They had a pretty good look. That little pull-up jumper just didn't get it to go.
We then start the overtime period. Jarvis makes a big jump shot off the dribble. He's been our go-to really with the basketball down the stretch really throughout the course of the season. We then have a free throw opportunity, make one, miss the second. Great hustle. Those are winning plays for me. You know, Aaron Jones kept a ball alive, tips it out. Marshall steps in, hits a huge 3, which pushed it to a 7-point game. A lot of people think it's kind of a tough shot, and for us with Marshall, you know, you live on the edge. You know, when do you pull him off shooting those? When do you allow him the freedom to do that? You know, we've empowered him that when he gets his shoulders square and he can step into shots regardless of circumstances, we want him to take those, and he knocked down a big one for us in a huge one.
We just told ourselves we was just gonna win this game. Like, they had their chance, so now it's our time. So we just took off.
Made some plays. Made some plays, man. That's all. That's right. Tired of losing. Made some plays. Won the battle of the glass. Made some free throws. And just stepped up and made some plays, man. Made some plays. Let's grow from this. Let's grow from this. This is just game 3. We got 15 more. 15 more, right? Right? Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy every win because they're so hard to get. Let's get back here tomorrow and get our focus on the next challenge. All right? Great, great job. Good finish. Let's go. We found ourselves in a 5-point deficit with about 2 minutes to play, but this team has lived in that world. I think through our first 17 games now, we've established really who we are, and there's a lot of things that we're trying to pull on and improve. We're still trying to piece together some new guys in their expanded roles, and I think they're becoming more comfortable with more experience. But we're going to be in close games. We've been in close games starting in game 2 through game 17. And with that experience, I think it allowed us to play with some poise, made some big shots, came up finally with a defensive stop down the stretch to force overtime, which is, again, where we've lived. I think we've had 3 overtime games. 2 have gone against us. It was good to see us finally win one of those.
105 degrees. You got the jets on, push your legs and stuff back. You know, make you fight against the water, push your legs back. You got to keep it at the same pace. If not, it can push you on up the treadmill back up.
I don't really get tired until it's time to sit down. When I stop running is when I get tired.
Just make it easier on ourselves if we'll get out and run and score some easier baskets and having to go against a constant grind and half-court defense, you know what I mean?
Cold like right here. You know, see how I'm inside him? Now, what if he would have just pinned me in? You know what I'm saying?
That's not your responsibility. That's a good question. You see that, Jarvis? Yeah. Good, Jarvis. See how simple that is? And that's how it's going to be. It's going to be this exact same way every game we play because they're not going to leave him. So if you could get him to the level of that screen and then use it, you're going to turn loose there, and it'll be just like this.
And eventually it's gonna squeeze my legs and then let it go. I don't know. This is just time for me to get on Quiz Up. Gamertag Native Flash 22. Anyone trying to play me?
Saturday afternoon on the road in the SEC, the Rebels look for the ever so valuable road win over the Gamecocks of South Carolina.
Marshall Henderson, the second leading scorer in the SEC, will bring his A game into Columbia, South Carolina, as the Gamecocks get some final instructions as they try to snap this 3-game SEC losing streak. They'll try to pull the upset here in Columbia.
You know, this was a group that's back was against the wall in South Carolina. They were 0-3 in league play. They had a sellout crowd. There was a lot of emotion in the building, and I think it really infused South Carolina early.
So we are underway inside Colonial Life Arena. Ole Miss will now play some defense. That is the one area of concern for Andy Kennedy. There's Aaron Jones for the putback. The junior, averaging 7 points a game, gets Ole Miss on the board. Aaron Jones throws it down off the inbounds pass, and Ole Miss is up 8 here in the first half.
We came out of the gate strong, made some plays, made some shots at the basket. We had a little bit of a lead, and then the next thing you know, they go on a big spurt.
Marshall Henderson threes. Speaking of threes, there's one from Jalen Shaw.
I think it was just mentally. They kind of made that run. We made a run at first, and they just kind of just took over the game. Had the crowd going crazy and all this, so we just had to bounce back and just regroup.
It is a 12-1 run over the last 4-14. Frank Martin's club has opened up a 5-point lead. Greens flashes in front of Summers, who takes it to the basket. That's a strong move by the junior out of Jackson, Mississippi. Here comes Ole Miss. Perez once again in the open floor to the basket, lays it up and in.
Boy, is he quick to the rim. Wow.
1.4 seconds to go before halftime, and the Rebels sitting on 27 points. So Ole Miss ties a season low for points and a half. They did that against Coastal Carolina.
Well, at halftime of the South Carolina game, for me, I was disgusted with the way that we had played in the last 5 or 6 minutes. I really thought they had out-toughed us. And that's something that does not sit well with me as a coach. That's an area that we can control.
At halftime, we were talking about just what we need to do to win the game and how we were going to do it and how we just needed to stick together through it all, and that's what we did.
There's a takeaway by Martavius Newby all the way in the open floor. He'll lay it up and in.
Trailing by 10 at the half, the Rebels desperately needed the momentum to swing back in their court. With the game tied and the clock winding down, Jarvis Summers would find Anthony Perez wide open.
Williams not even caring where the basketball is. That allows Perez out of the corner to bury a three.
I had called for a screen. Aaron Jones hit me a screen, and I saw Anthony Perez in the corner wide open. I just gave it to him.
In that moment, I got passed, and I was ready to shoot because I know that it's gonna be an important 3 in the game that can't make us win. And I was ready. Pass me the ball, and I shot it, and I'm glad they went in.
Well, the stretch, probably save for the last 90 seconds of the South Carolina game, it may have been our best 17, 18 minutes on the road in a hostile environment to this point in the season. I'll even go back further. We're up 5. Jarvis Summers, an 80% foul shooter, is on the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. You feel pretty good about your chances. Misses them both, and to compound that, Anthony Perez, who was the game MVP, just lack of not being in that situation very much. Tried to get a ball, probably shouldn't have. He knows he made a mistake, ended up fouling a South Carolina player, so they walked 90 feet and knocked down 2 free throws to make it back to a 1-possession game with under a minute to play. So we had a number of untimely, uncharacteristic mistakes down the stretch, which could have cost us, but thank goodness we were strong enough, tough enough to get one last defensive stop. Much like the LSU game, just like the South Carolina game, now we finally got those stops, which enabled us to get 2 huge wins.